everyone. We are Dog and Co, and I'm excited to kick off our final presentation. Our product is called Fetched, and that's all I'm going to get into right now because I don't want to spoil it for us. So we're going to start with meeting the team. So my name is Saleya James. I'm a graphic designer from major from Atlanta, Georgia. We have Jillian Snap, who's a graphic design and printmaking major out of Atlanta, Georgia. We have Ahan Sinha, a graphic design and film major from Delhi, India. And then we also have Allison Henry, a graphic design major out of Nashville, Tennessee. So what we have on the agenda today, we're going to kick it off with talking about the problem. We're going to get into our competitors, our research. Then we're going to move over to the Lexent model. Then we're going to talk about our solution. And then we're going to touch on the summary. So the problem. So more than 65 million US households own at least one dog, yet mainstream dating apps overlook this large and passionate community. So despite their popularity, only about 14.6% of users report a very positive impact on their self-esteem from these platforms. Most apps built for the masses deliver the same experience: endless scrolling, a one-size-fits-all swipe model, and little sense of community or flexibility. So, according to market segmentation reports, niche dating platforms make up just about 10% of the overall online dating market. So, it's really clear that dog lovers deserve a space designed for them, one that celebrates connection, authenticity, and a shared love for pets. So, our competitors. So as you can see on the screen, some of the current apps that are pretty popular that we're competing with right now are Bumble, Hinge, Match, Tinder, Coffee Meets Bagel, and Raya, and that's just a few. So apps like these, really focus on connection, but they often and are like a formulaic surface level way is what they truly offer in terms of their connection. They're designed for the masses, but not for communities with shared lifestyles or passions. Their interfaces and matching systems haven't evolved much beyond endless swiping, which can make the experience feel transactional instead of intentional. So that's truly where our research comes into play to figure out the best way to solve the problem and create a product that goes beyond our users' needs. So I'm now going to pass it off to Jillian to delve into our research.
Thank you. So for our research, we did four different methods. We started with secondary research and moved on to observational research, interviews, and then finished up with a survey. So for our secondary research, we conducted this to lead us to these results and statistics in regards to pet ownership and dating. We found that pet ownership reshapes daily life, with 97% of owners reporting changes in spending, travel, and routines, with many becoming more social and active. Pets also strengthen relationships. 88% say dogs enhance connection, and 50% are more likely to date someone with a dog. While 10%, while some 10% find balancing dating and pet care challenging, pets remain strong social bridges, and 86% say that their dog positively impacts their dating life. We also created this stakeholder map, which centers on dog owners. The closest connections are family, friends, and other dog owners, while social and lifestyle support comes from groups like breed clubs, dog parks, trainers, groomers, vets, pet sitters, and pet-friendly cafes or events. The map shows how a dog owner's strongest relationships are at the core, with additional layers of social and community support radiating outward. We also conducted competitive research and created a screener prototype. The competitive research allowed us to see the strengths and weaknesses of our competitors who aim to create a seamless dating atmosphere. And our screener prototype helped us narrow down who qualified for our research going forward. We then conducted observational research using the method of peer observation / non-participant observation, or covert. And we did this research at the vet office, a dog park, a brewery, and a cafe. Our key takeaways were that dogs make it easy for owners to connect with new people at places like vets, parks, breweries, and coffee shops, and they break the ice and spark conversation. But the vibes really depend on the setup. Friendly staff, treats, comfortable spaces can potentially encourage socializing, while noise, crowding, and lack of pet-friendly features can get in the way. Good design and amenities are key to making these interactions more relaxed and enjoyable. We also conducted interviews, with each team member conducting two 30 to 40-minute interviews with young dog owning professionals, starting with an icebreaker and guided by brain, heart, problem, and future-based questions. These interviews revealed that personality, lifestyle, and culture strongly influence how dog owners approach dating. Some prefer quiet, home-oriented routines, while others are more social and outgoing, yet both value partners who respect their pets' needs. Pets often act as matchmakers or social bridges, and across participants, empathy, flexibility, and pet compatibility consistently emerged as key values. We also conducted a survey to see what users would want to see out of a potential dating app for pet owners. And our users said that they want to see pet-centric features in dating apps, such as pet profiles, filters for pet compatibility, and highlighting pet ownership on profiles. They also wanted to see pet-friendly activity suggestions or event integrations like coordinating dog-friendly dates, and they wanted a community of like-minded pet owners, making it easier to find people who understand and value pets. They also seek partners who are genuinely comfortable and engaged with their pets and not just tolerant of them. They want tools to help blend dating life with pet care seamlessly, reducing stress or scheduling conflicts, and ultimately, they want connection without having to compromise their bond with their dog. And now I'm going to hand it over to Allison to talk about our Lextant model.
Yeah, thank you. So first, let's start with what is a Lextant model. The Lextant model is all about designing with emotion at the center. Instead of starting with what people say they need, it digs into how they want to feel. It's rooted in emotional research, uncovering those underlying human desires like feeling confident, cared for, connected, or in control. Once those emotional drivers are identified, designers translate them into tangible design cues. The goal is to go beyond usability and function to create experiences that resonate on a deeper, more human level, products that don't just solve problems, but spark emotional satisfaction and loyalty. So this is the Lextant model we created. Our emotion was I feel relaxed and able to enjoy my dating experience as a pet owner. The benefits were I am connected. My dog helps break the ice and spark easy, natural connections. I am understood. My partner values my bond with my pet and respects my lifestyle. I am fulfilled. I share time with someone who truly enjoys being around dogs. It is balanced. Dating fits smoothly into my life, flexible, pet friendly, and guilt free. And then for the features, it is supportive. It guides me through dating and with encouragement and confidence. It is authentic, real conversations, shared values, no pretense, just honest connection. It is personalized, matches tips and activities are tailored to me and my dog. It is encouraging and inspiring. It keeps me optimistic, motivated to find someone who fits both me and my dog. So now I'm going to hand it over to Ahan to talk about the solution.
Thank you, everybody. Now, we've spent a lot of time talking about the problems with dating apps, the problems with pet owners, and the research that we did to get there. But here is our solution: Fetched, the dating app for dog owners. Some of the highlighted features of this app are that there's profile creation for both you and your pet, cementing this idea that the pet is an active part of the dating process. You have swiping, messaging, and the ability to set filters, which will allow you to really pick and choose who you want instead of just endlessly scrolling. And one of the very interesting features that we've come up with is a pet friendly location map that is built into the app. So, one of the things that came up in our research was that people don't know pet friendly locations in their area. This is one of the things that we decided to integrate in order to allow people to be able to send pet friendly locations to each other and plan dates more effectively. Quickly going over what the app looks like, there's a landing page and you're able to sign in. And then we get into creating your profile, creating your dog's profile. You upload photos, you talk about your dog's treats and personality. And once you finish setting up everything, both you and your dog's profile, you're all set and it's time to start swiping. Now, the profile and messaging pages are pretty standard, but except we have a photo of both you and your pet in the landing page. Uh, and when you click on the info button on the top left, you're able to see more information, you're able to see more photos. And this kind of allows people to go beyond just the physical appearance and actually look at the real compatibility before sending a like. You can set filters for both you and your dog if you want someone, for example, more energetic and or playful. That is something that you can set up as well. And then we also have messaging built into the app. And talking about the feature I mentioned before, pet-friendly location map, you can see it in map view, cafes and dog parks in your area. And then you can also see it as a list view. There's ways to review these places, and you can also see how far away it is from you. And all of this is just there to make the dating experience easier. Now, throughout this app, you might be thinking, why Fetched? Well, in a world full of swipe fatigue and surface level matches, Fetched is something that offers something real to pet owners. It's a space where you can get together and meet people who get the struggle and the hardship it takes to be with a pet. Our app combines the joy of pet ownership with the authenticity that is actually missing from traditional dating platforms. By centering on shared values, emotional connection, and lifestyle compatibility, Fetch transforms dating into something more natural, fun, and genuine. And we believe that love, like a good dog, is all about loyalty, laughter, and that perfect match. Thank you.